everybody, and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman, where today we have first place Stoke and a struggling Hull to try and fight our way as far up the table as we can. The playoffs are looking like a bit far off at the minute. 8 games remaining. We need 7 points. Well, we need to close a 7-point gap. It's looking a bit far, to be honest, but it's not completely impossible, just very unlikely. That disappointing loss draw to Bolton at the end of the last episode as well pretty much sealed our fate to be somewhere in the middle of the pack. So let's just try and win as many games as we can. Now, we're going with almost a full-strength side. Toma's still in for Chesnikov, but other than that, everyone else is pretty much where you would expect them to be starting, other than Haryanto, who I have dropped for Andy Flynn. He's just had a couple of poor games, and when we've got players like Flynn on the bench, it makes sense. A couple of poor games, drop them, bring Flynn in, and then bring Haryanto back in once he'd had a chance to sort of shake off this bad run of form. So let's submit the team and get straight into this match. Now, Stoke, like I said, top of the table, but we beat them the first time around, and they still occupied that spot back then, so it's certainly not impossible. There's another player here in a Stoke shirt. This happened with Forest a couple of games ago. Okay, no, he was at Stoke at one point, left. Has he left? Yeah, he has left to a bunch of different teams and then has came back. Okay, he's not a one-club man. He's not been there the whole time. I was going to say that would be insane. I'm expecting you to win. Show the pundits. Show the pundits. There we go. A lot of good reactions. 8. And, well, let's kick off. Let's hopefully they just have a better game than last time. We played quite well, to be fair. We just threw it away in the last 10 minutes. Well, they've got a goal kick. Dixon's going to pump forward. Can we maybe win this ball and start an attack? They look to flick on, but Vidasa nods down to Gabriel, and we are the ones in possession. Doyle Hayes is on it. We're working it nicely here. We just need to try and find an outlet, some way to get this ball forward cleanly and retain possession. As we try to pump over to the right, and we do, and Bennon's on the ball. Can he take on his man? Well, he's trying, but he just knocks back to Horn. He's in space now. He gets back on the ball, puts it across toward the back post. Yastrzemski strikes. He's scored again. He's scored quite a lot lately in this back end of the season. He's scored a good number of goals. A great assist there for Kareem Bennon, and it puts us 1-0 up against top of the table Stoke in the first 15 minutes. And this is the frustrating thing, because it shows how good we can be. If we could do it consistently throughout the season, and maybe next year, once we've had a full season in charge, we will be able to. Well, we've got a throw, and we're coming up towards half-time, 40 minutes into the game. Flynn pumps forward, but, well, they just knock it out, and they're now the ones in possession. We wasted it a little bit there. No need to just lump it forward like that. It's a bit of a waste, as they look to play forward, but, well, again, they wasted possession. It went straight to Vidanovic, and now we're the ones back with the ball. Can we manage to find a chance? The highlights today seem to be rather long, but that is a great ball forward from Gabriel. Flynn is on it, in the box, strikes against the post. How did he not put that in? It was a great opportunity to double our lead, but we just absolutely ricocheted it off the post, full pelt into it. Just a little bit more placement needed as we tried to pump it across, but they get the ball back. They're going to look to get it clear. The highlight here may be continuing. No, it does fade out, but they've got a corner immediately after. Paslak pumps in. Vidasa nods out, though, but they're going to get the ball back. They're going to be able to chase it down, and we need to get back on it. I'd love to keep this lead going into half-time. Nunes to Feldman. We're putting the pressure on. We're not giving them too much space, but out on the right-hand side, they have got some. We bring them down in the box. Horn runs straight through the back of their man. And, well, he was in a dangerous position. He's going to get bucked for it, and they are going to get a penalty. Paslak steps up to take it, puts it past Vidanovic, and they level out at 1-1 just before half-time. A couple of minutes to go until the midway point. I'm not watching a penalty again. And, they've managed to get rid of our lead, which is frustrating for it to come in such a fashion. I don't think it was a particularly necessary challenge either, so, well, it's not great. Not happy with the performance. Let's go back out there and try and take this lead back. We've scored 1. We've had some other good chances. Hopefully we can do it again. Well, they've got a free kick. I was just about to make a change, but let's see what happens with this first. As we do get the ball, we head it out, and Doyle Hayes does get onto it. It doesn't seem like we chased that down too much there, but we do get on it. Toma collecting the ball, the loose ball, after it ricocheted. Bayliss into the box, but it's again cleared. And then other ones in the ball. It looked like it was going to be a good counter for us, but, well, we wasted it a bit, to be honest. They've gone all the way back to their keeper. They're going to pump up. Can we win it? Gabriel heads out. Toma flicks on. Can't find Bayliss, though. And they're once again back on it. We're just rushing things a little bit, to be honest. We just need to slow it down, calm it down a bit, and just try and do good things with the ball, not just touch it at every opportunity. Horn? I'm glad that didn't go in, but what? That was bizarre. It's like his AI just switched off for a couple of seconds. Like someone just hit reboot and, well, he had to stop and then start again. That was really weird. I've not seen that before, but, well, at least it didn't cost us, otherwise that would have been very frustrating, and I'm going to make a change. 67 minutes in, I'm bringing on Harry Anto for Flynn. Hopefully we can find a goal. Well, we've got a free kick. Bayliss is going to take, flicks into the box. Verdasser nods over the keeper. Diogo Verdasser has scored again his second goal in 2 games from our centre half. And it's a very similar one to the last game. When we get these free kicks from quite far out, well, this Bayliss-Verdasser combination seems to be working out. Just nobody tracks him. Nobody's picking him up. And he just manages to nod it over the keeper. Gives us that 2-0 lead. It's not a bad position to be in, to be honest. You really can't complain. Well, we've got a throw-in. Horn is going to take. Tries to find it into the box, but it's headed back to him. Toma's on it. Plays across. Doyle Hayes, edge of the area. Strikes just wide. 5 minutes left of regular time to play. Hopefully, these fly by with little drama. And, well, we can pick up a good win. Now, there is a couple of minutes left, and there is a highlight. Please don't throw it away the last couple of minutes again. We are in possession. Doyle Hayes to Benon, down to Toma. Plays forward. Jastrzemski on the left-hand side. Can we find a third goal? Can we secure this? Gustavo, edge of the box, runs forward. It falls to Bayliss off of the ricochet. And Mikael Bayliss makes it 3-1 against top of the table. Gustavo's been given the assist. Sure. We'll let him have it. Why not? But it's not a bad little run from here. It gets into the box very well and hits it nicely, but they put in a great challenge to block it. Falls to Bayliss, and with just seconds left on the clock, we double our lead to 2 goals. 3-1 overall. There is a highlight from kickoff, but you've got to imagine this is just going to be the end of the game, and this is a great result. It's a shame it's so late in the season. They're actually coming forward here. Gustavo, though, cuts that out. No nonsense there. Gabriel pumps forward. If we're going to have to watch the entire last minute of the game, that's going to be rather annoying, but, well, the ball's flying everywhere, but they're not making too much effort to get forward with it. They do get close there. Gustavo flicked it across our own box. Risky strategy. It did work out, so I can't fault it too much, but risky, definitely. Hold on. Bayliss has scored again. Well, Benham was on the ball on the right-hand side. He got slid out, and Bayliss just bounced on the loose ball, tapped it past the keeper, and it's 4-1 against top of the table. They really did go for it, to be fair, in this last couple of minutes, and we have absolutely punished them for it. But Bayliss smashes it past the keeper. Very fortunate goal. I'm not even quite sure how it went in that direction after their tackle, but 94 minutes in, we play forward, and that is full time. It is 4-1 to Villa. That is wonderful stuff. Let's say well done, lads. It's a good win for us, and hopefully, well, we can keep this going. I mean, I don't know how that's going to affect the table. Let's take a quick look, because if other teams have dropped points, maybe we can be back in this. I mean, we missed such a good opportunity. If we'd have just beaten Bolton, we could be in such a strong position right now, because it stands to reason that Stoke's going to be the hardest team we have left. And, well, we're 5 points off again, with 7 games remaining. I mean, is that impossible? Is it impossible? Maybe. I don't know. Let's not get too optimistic, but oh wait, they haven't played. Okay, Fulham haven't actually played yet, which is why we're 5 points off. So unless they pick up a defeat, we will be 7 points behind still. Okay, yeah, let's temper our expectations a bit and get into the second game against Hull. Worth noting, 5 games unbeaten. We're not doing too badly. So game number 2 is here against Hull, and well, we still need to pick up wins. Like I said, even if we can't push to the playoffs, which may still slightly be possible, I want to finish as high as we can. I want to set that example for the board and for any players looking to join us that we're a serious club and we're looking to push on. So, going with the same team, you wouldn't change it after what we just did, would you? That would be very silly to change it after a 4-1 win against top of the table. Let's get stuck in and see what we can do against Hull. They come out then with a 4-2-3-1, and well, it should be pretty beatable. They're a struggling side, so let's just get aggressive and say, you'll be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Hull, if I'm being completely honest. Don't remember what it was, but, well, it must have been bad. A lot of players reacted well, 10 of them actually. That's a very good reaction, but hopefully we can keep it going on the pitch. Well, there is a highlight, but it's starting with them in the ball. Not for long, though. Great challenge there, and we are the ones in possession. Bennon on the right-hand side. Can he find a cross? Well, he cuts inside himself, takes it all the way, strikes, but it just goes wide. It's such a good opportunity, but it just didn't have the finishing touch. Well, we've got a corner. Toma's going to flick it in. Can we get on the end of it? Well, not immediately, but we are on the ball. Flynn's in the box. Can he strike? He can. Andy Flynn, with his 10th goal of the season, puts it into the back of the net, assisted by Jake Doyle Hayes. A very good goal, to be honest. The initial corner didn't really fall to anyone, and Flynn was there, but they just out-jumped him for the ball. But then we'd be able to recreate very well, and Flynn got so much room in the box there. Completely ditched his man and just had a really so much space. No much more can be said. Puts us 1-0 up, and so far it's been all us, as we do have another highlight. Doyle Hayes across to Gabriel. Can we maybe find a second goal? We've had every shot so far, so I think a second goal would be quite deserved. But we pump forward quite poorly, give the ball away, and now they're the ones in possession, and we've got to try and win it back, unless we want to give away a chance. Never mind! They play an awful ball back to their keeper, who's forced to just head it into the centre of his box, and Bayliss is there to capitalise on the loose ball. A shocking error from their goalkeeper. So a lot of goalkeeper errors in the Championship. A lot of goals have came from their goalkeeping mistakes, or our goalkeeping mistakes, but that's a great finish, regardless of the situation it came from. Mikel Bayliss with a great goal, putting us 2-0 up. A throw-in for us. Gustavo forward to Jastrzębski, looking to maybe try and get an extra one. A 3-0 lead inside 20 minutes would be absolutely beautiful. But, well, Gabriel's on it. Forward to Doyle Hayes. Can we find another goal? I don't think they'll gift us another one like they did with that last one. And to be fair, the first one was partially, well, it was more down to their errors than anything, leaving Flynn so unmarked as Toma forward to Bayliss. Well, he's rounding his man, can't quite get all the way, but Bennon's on the edge of the area to Doyle Hayes. Can he find another ball? Gustavo in the box to Jastrzębski, puts it across. Bayliss makes it 3. It was onside, it counts, and it's another goal for Mikel Bayliss. 3-0 up, both strikers have scored. What more can you say? We're doing excellently. If we'd have just started this run of form a couple of games earlier, we would be in such a strong position right now. Like, we're unbeaten in 6. By the way, one thing I did forget to mention is we won Manager of the Month for last month's performance. We obviously went 5 games without losing, winning 4 of them. It got us Manager of the Month. Well, at half-time, we have a 3-0 lead. This is an extremely good performance so far, and let's say we're very pleased with it. Start the second half, and what I am going to do is I'm just going to bring up the league table so we can just sort of see how things are developing. Obviously, like I said, it's unlikely we'll get into the playoffs at this point, but still a very, very outside chance, maybe, if we're lucky. I don't know. I really don't know. But as you can see, we're up into 9th now, which isn't too bad at all, as there is a highlight 55 minutes in. If we can take this ball, that'd be very nice, but so far, they are doing some good work on it. Desane rounds our defender. Fortunately, he can't really finish, so, well, it's still 3-0 to us, but... Well, there's another highlight immediately. Horn up to Bayliss, nods it down, flicks in. Jastrzębski heads into the centre, but, I mean, that was kind of poor, really. There was nobody there. It was just a header to an area rather than a man, which I'm not a big fan of. That is a great ball. Sims strikes straight at our keeper. Vidasa manages to get clear. Their finishing is awful, but they've created a couple of good chances in this second half. 75 minutes in, and I'm just slightly confirmed about Doyle Hayes' fitness, so I'm going to take him off for Chelsea and go back to this system with the defensive midfielder, but I'm just going to make Timer a deep line playmaker. I don't want any repeats of what happened against Bolton, if at all possible, so let's sit as deep as we can. Well, they've got a free kick. Fenny's going to pump forward. It hits the post, and they do score, but it's from an offside position. Still 3-0 to us. Carl Oastler not counting for that goal there. It was a good effort, really, initially. I don't know why we're getting goal line technology when it, you know, it clearly didn't go in, and then the rebound was offside. But whatever, we'll let it play. 90 minutes in, and Reading have just equalised against Bury, which would be an absolutely huge result if we do want a late playoff push. That's going to help a lot. Now, I did already mention, but we do still have Bury to play, which is decent, to be honest. Now, let's see how this all lines up in the table. Tell them we're very pleased. Obviously, a 3-0 win against Hull. All the goals coming very early on, and then we just sort of sat back a little bit from there. Not through any tactical changes, but I guess the players just didn't see any real need to create any more chances. Our goal difference is very good. It's actually better than some of the teams already occupying the playoff spots. I think that takes us up to plus 16, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, we're doing alright. I just really want to see how the table's looking with that win. So, with those results going the way they are, we are 5 points off of the playoffs. But it's a bit more interesting than that, because there are 3 teams on 64 points, and we have a better goal difference than all of them, which means we don't just need one team to drop some points, to drop 5 points. We need one of 3, which is significantly better odds. It might be possible. If we can keep this run of form going, which admittedly might be the bit that trips us up. This is a ridiculous run of form. 5 wins in the last 6 with some great scorelines in there too. If we can keep it up, we stand a chance. It's an outside chance, especially with Bury to play. If we beat them, we will make up 3 points, and they just need to drop 2 points over us in the last few games, which it may be odd. I don't want to get my hopes up, but it could be possible. It's difficult. It really is, because I don't want to get too overexcited, but 5 points, 6 games. It's not impossible. So let's wrap this up here. Now tomorrow we have 2 more games. We have Birmingham and Derby. Obviously local rivals and a team just above us in the table. 2 huge games, and well, if we could beat Birmingham to push ourselves even closer, that would be so nice. Obviously the last game against them, we came away with a 1-0 win, but it was a very fortunate goal. Ricocheted off the post, off the keeper and into the net. I wouldn't mind another one of those, to be honest. Anything that gives us the 3 points. So, thank you all very much for watching. That video will be up at 5:30. Make sure you check back for that. Or subscribe to get it into your feed. Follow the Twitter and join the Discord to keep information on the channel coming to you in the best way possible. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, and goodbye.